Don't be alarmed when the teleportation process starts. Polta is home to people who worship the goddess Etro. It stands amongst rocky hills near to the temple.
Welcome to my humble inn.
Sarah.
It won't be long now. I'm coming home soon, aren't I?
No, wait! A reminder from Benevelza. It was just a mirage. God didn't want me to forget the bait he dangled in front of me when he asked me to be the savior. But the moment I realized that, I became aware of something else too. When I looked into Sarah's face, when I heard her voice and when I saw the promise of her return, I should have felt something, a surge of joy or warmth. But instead, I felt nothing inside. And strangely, I didn't care. There.
Well, it's that time again. Samag was alive after all, and he's been living together with the other Mughals. I'm really happy for him.
The Lord Patron of Yusman. If anyone's supposed to protect the people, it's him. But instead, he's hiding away in that palace, presiding over endless banquets. It doesn't look like he's doing a thing to stop the chaos.
They say that some girl calling herself the Savior is wanted for questioning. According to the rumors on the street, she can steal your very soul. She busted her way into the palace and tried to take out the patron himself.
Yes, and the situation is growing critical. If the city is lost to the chaos, it'll... society's collapse. It seems crashing that party put you on the city's radar. The guards are looking for you. Sneaking into the palace again is going to be a challenge.
Yeah, I don't think I'll go unnoticed this time. So, maybe I could use my notoriety to my advantage.
You mean you could purposefully draw attention and throw the palace security into confusion?
Hey, you there!
You mean me?
I know your face. You're the one I've seen on the posters.
Oh no, you've seen through my elaborate disguise. Yes, I'm the Savior, here to steal the soul from your precious patron. What are you waiting for? Arrest me and you'll probably get a raise.
Shut up! I don't need you to tell me how to do my job, you damn criminal!
Looks like provocation will work. Keep it up. If you want to wind up being trapped, you need to fight.
This is for the future.
Well, there are quite a lot of guards. If you let them chase you around, you might get cornered. Take the offensive and try to throw them into confusion.
This is a broadcast from the Public Safety Office.
This is the Reveler's Quarter, the beautiful fountain in the Cactar statue. If you don't break past these guards, you won't be able to reach Snow.
Considered extremely.
If you want money for your...
This is a broadcast from the Public Safety Office, Yusnan branch of the Order of Salvation. On the Public Safety Office, Yusnan branch of the Order of Salvation. A warrant has been issued.
I fight to give people hope. Our tears fall into chaos. Go and wait for a new...
If you don't have an ID, you're never getting into the Augur's Quarter. If you really want to see one of the shows they hold there, you don't have much choice but the tour guide. The tour guide sneaks groups of tourists in through the back route to see the show in the Augur's Quarter. Trust me, he's not that hard to find. In fact, he's about the easiest person to spot.
I think we've got it now. I know how to get you into that palace. The gate to the Augur's Quarter is locked, and that's blocking you from the palace. If you don't have the proper ID, it'll be impossible to get through the front gate.
There are a lot of popular attractions in the Augur's Quarter. People want to see them, and it looks like there's a back route that people without IDs can use to get...
Hail there, my stylish lady. You're just dying to see this show, aren't you? You can try to hide it, but I know what a woman wants.
Maybe. Maybe not. Either way, I don't have an ID to reach the theater.
No worries about that. I can get you a special ticket at a special price.
A ticket, huh?
Oh, you playing innocent? I'm sure you know about the sneaking in special. I help the poor visitors to our fair city, people who don't have the requisite IDs, to see our most famous sight, the show in our illustrious theater. And I'm the only option they've got.
So I buy a ticket and you get me in to see the show, and I've nothing to go on but your word.
My word is good, but I can't offer any guarantees. I mean, who knows if you'll make it back alive? That depends on Lady Luck. So put your trust in Fortuna and your money in my pocket.
Fine. But how about a few more details?
I knew you were up for it. All right, let me explain to you the brilliance of my little tour, shall I? It starts next to the monorail track. You know, the one that carries supplies from the industrial area. Up on that track, you'll find some of the best views in the city. If you know where to look, that is. I can take you up on the track from the industrial area and get you set up all nice and comfy. A perch with a view. You'll be able to see the Augur's Quarter and the theater.
Sounds easy enough. So where does Lady Luck come into it?
Well, the tour's not without danger. The chaos infusions have been hitting the industrial area real hard these days. You might have to fight more than just desperate tourists on your way to the best seats. I don't guarantee your safe arrival or return. All I guarantee is I'm the only way in. Not that it looks like you have plans of actually sitting down and watching a thing, my lady.
What are you trying to say?
Nothing. None of my business to say where you might be going or who you might be going after. I'm sure the Savior plays her cards close to her chest.
Gee, was it the posters around town that tipped you off?
I could sell you out to the palace guard, you know, make a pretty profit. I guess you'll also have to depend on your luck to see that I don't just do that, Now, don't you feel like coughing up and buying a ticket to my tour? I'll even give you a special price, just for you.
If you want to betray me to the authorities, go ahead. But watch your back if you do.
Ooh, look out for the big bad Savior! A ticket for one. Time's on the ticket. Be in the industrial area by then or you'll miss your chance for the show. One of my helpers will be in front of the gate to the industrial area. Give them that ticket and they'll take real good care of you. You know the area, right? Past Central Avenue and then across the sand in the lower city. We leave on the dot, so don't you dawdle or you'll have to wait for the next tour. Thank you for your business, my good lady.
Every night, there's a play put on in the Augur's Quarter to honor God, the Song of the Savior.
Citizens are asked to report persons matching this description to the nearest security line.
Now you know who is stronger.
Palace guards are conducting a search. Charlie Intruder is the Savior. She has rose-colored hair and is carrying an enormous weapon. Citizens are asked.
You made it too easy for me. I won't go easy on you.
Boring.
Okay, let the darkness embrace you.
You got something to show me?
Here's my ticket. Good enough?
Damn right it's good enough for me. But can't you read? Showtime starts at 6.
Then I guess I'll wait here.
Save the best seat, right?
Remember, the tour meets up in...
Welcome! Welcome to the famous Sneakin' In special.
Here's your ticket.
Very good, madam. In you go. Now listen up and let me explain the rules. Participation in the tour is strictly at your own risk. Whatever happens, it ain't our problem. And that's it. Got it?
Per the schedule. Okay, there's a foul sea called Pandemonium that labors away in the center of this industrial area. It is the last one of its kind in the world.
Pray for the dead. Thanks for waiting. Can I reach it?
I wouldn't try. That foul sea is guarded more heavily than snow. Everything depends on it. It's the source of all the supplies that the world depends on. Humanity wouldn't let...
I'll steal your heart. Okay, let's do this. You threw your life away.
It's an unbelievable scene, isn't it? The whole world's running out of energy and Yusnaan's no different. Yet...
Vanity'll do wonders. The fools are probably bleeding themselves dry for their glittering city.
Every day it manufactures tons of food and goods, which are then distributed around the world. It produces useful goods from nothing, or so it appears. The truth is that it seems to use the chaos as its raw materials. More or less. Some people do find the idea repulsive, so they... All of the goods produced by the Foul Sea come first to these warehouses. This is where everything...
You think you can beat me? Keep up if you can. So the Foul Sea here is the only source of food and materials left for the people in the cities. If Lord Snow...
It's a tough road to take. But I've somehow made it all this way. If I just keep going up along these tracks, the most fantastic sight in the world will be waiting for me.
That's why the people made him their patron. He was the only person they could trust him.
Perhaps I'll steal your heart. I'm no thief.
And that's what he did. Snow made sure that everyone...
Hey!
It's thanks to him the world hasn't descended into rioting for food and goods.
And yet here in Yusnaan, equality seems like a dirt. I won't go either.
along this path and you'll reach the Augur's Quarter. My sensors are picking up chaos infusions throughout the city. If you keep going that way, you'll end up in danger.
The light of your soul is mine. Our tears fall into the chaos.
Light, this is bad. The chaos just keeps on spreading. It's almost as if...
The light belongs to me. Chaos feeds on despair, right? These people come to the revels knowing their world is ending. That much hopelessness. It's no wonder the chaos would be attracted to it.
I found you, Miss Me. You sure this is a good place for you to be? You can see it, can't you? This place is going to be Chaos City soon.
Lumina.
The Sea of Chaos that laps at your heels. It's one of Yusnaan's biggest sights. It's like part of the show. Wow, would you just look at it? The chaos is going to swallow everyone up. I think the Savior has to do something. Since it doesn't seem our patron is doing much locked up in his palace.
What's Snow thinking?
Oh, he's not. At least not about the city. He's just thrown his arms up and given it all up. He's pacing back and forth in that little room of his, waiting for the world to end. You know why, right? It's all because of you-know-who. She's the reason he's dead inside.
You mean Sarah?
That's it. You aren't so dumb after all. Of course it's Sarah. Snow's never been able to let go of her. Do you know how many years Sarah's been dead now? Even so, he goes on pining and dreaming and wishing. He basically wore every bit of himself away. And now there's nothing of Snow left inside. So sis, how about letting Snow free already? For his own sake. If you ask me, it's time he got out from under all the gloom and memories. Because otherwise, the only thing he has left to look forward to is the end of everything. Time to say goodbye. Any last words? Oh, I get it. You know you're gonna die anyway, so you want to at least go out in style, right?
I'm fine. I fell into the warehouses. Which way do I head from here?
Let's see. I guess that you're near the Augur's Quarter. Start by getting out of there, and quick.
Something happening?
I'm picking up strong chaos readings all over the city. I can't say what'll happen. Just hurry to the palace. I've run database checks on the warehouses around here, but I can't tell who owns most of this stuff. People just stored their things here and left them to rot. I doubt you'll find any hidden treasures. Monsters along the way. It's unfortunate, but you don't have time to waste mourning. There's nothing left anymore but bones. Lots of bone. I suppose these people were also abandoned here and left for dead. That or someone... Good news. That ID that you got your hands on was assigned to a high-ranking citizen. It should be more than enough to get you into the Augur's.
You threw your life away.
I guess the original owner had the bad luck to run into a hungry monster, and... Well, I don't really have to spell out the rest, do I?
I saw this coming.
The door is locked, but you should be able to use that ID to open it.
Guards are conducting a search for the intruder calling herself the Savior. She has rose-colored hair and is carrying an enormous weapon. Citizens are asked to report persons matching this description to the nearest security officer.
If you have an ID, you'll be able to walk straight into the Augur's Quarter through the front gate. You should head for the Augur's Quarter before the deliveries start for the palace. That golden statue is a symbol of Yusnaan's wealth and power, and you'll certainly never get lost with that kind of landmark showing the way.
Guards are conducting a search for the...
You've got to get to the Augur's Quarter before the deliveries to the palace begin.
She has
I heard the tour ended up
carrying an enormous weapon. Citizens are asked to report persons matching this description to the nearest security officer. The cargo line has been severely damaged in an accident. Investigators are currently assessing the damage. Early indications are that the woman calling herself the Savior was involved. The palace has been locked down as a security measure, and the distribution of supplies has been temporarily
Light, things aren't looking too good. I'd hoped you could hide amongst the deliveries to sneak in, but...
But what? Change of plans?
Sure, I guess you could say that. For some reason, the service entrance was suddenly forced to lock down. That path is closed to us now. It's not certain why they suddenly closed shop, but it was about the same time that my chaos sensors went haywire. That kind of reaction, it can only mean two things. If we're lucky, it's just a new chaos infusion. If we're not, then it's a Seath. If Snow has finally lost his grip and become a Seath, he'll be nearly unstoppable. Light, pull back for now. We need to find out more.
I'm not done yet. Hope, start thinking up a new plan. One way or another, I'm getting into that palace.
But Light...
Seath or not, nothing's changed. I am gonna save him. Well, after I beat some sense into that annoyingly thick head of his, that is.
Okay, Lightning. We've got to give up on the service entrance. There is one other plan I had considered. It's pretty destructive and definitely dangerous.
Doesn't matter. What is it?
As you can see, the palace is surrounded by a formidable wall. All ways in and out have been locked down, and there's no tunneling under it either. It looks quiet, but trust me, that wall is too well guarded to try and sneak over.
Yeah, can we get to the point, Hope?
There's no path, so you have to make one. A show is about to start here in the Augur's Quarter. A show with one fantastic finale. At the climax of the show, a stage and an actor on it is propelled up to the top of the set by a little rocket power.
And you want me to climb onto the set and jump into the palace? I hate to break it to you, but that's a pretty big leap.
Not if you can topple the set and form a bridge. Then you can just simply walk across. It'd be easy.
I'm not sure that easy means what you think it does.
Fireworks are launched all around the theater at the finale. If you increase the number of fireworks, well, you could weaken the set enough to bring it down.
You were telling the truth about it being destructive, weren't you?
And you don't have much choice.
I guess I've just got to keep moving. Keep your eyes front. Right.
That's the spirit?
Hope, does that mean you'll be watching the rear? You'll have my back?
Of course I will. That's what I'm here for.